Hello guys, how are we all doing today? So today's video we're going to revisit an old topic that I've done I think over a year ago. It's called heat and light sources for the teas, since I got a lot of people asking me how I heat teas and how I keep them really warm. But this video will show you how I do it. So when you see that video about heat and light topics, it'll probably be very similar. My opinion hasn't changed since I did that video. Okay, so I guess we'll talk about the heat sources first and then we'll go to the lighting issues. So as you saw during the tea tour video, these are all my teas and in their respectful tanks. So notice we'll just take some random tanks. So I'll choose my Striata. As you can see, there's no heat mat. We'll take this one here, C. Perez Malesi. No heat mat. Take an ordinary critter keeper, so I guess we'll do my P. Erminia. No heat mat. And as well as this one here. We'll choose Lita's tank, Avic. No heat mat. So, you might ask yourself, John, why don't you use any heat mats for the teas? Well, for my personal recommendation, after keeping teas for about 16 years, please avoid heat mats. I really don't like them. The problem is with heat mats is that they create hot spots, and then tarantula can really burn itself and die. So if you guys remember my P. fasciata, the Sri Lankan ornamental female that I got from Snake Man for Life, well, that was packed too close to the heat mat, and unfortunately she passed away, and she died a horrible death from dehydration. So this is why I don't really recommend heat mats. Also, because it's too hot in the tank, you'll always have to fill up water from time to time and you'll lose a lot of humidity in there. So this is what I use to heat all the teas. So since I just shown you that not any of my teas use any heat mats, this is what I use next to my Bowsers. This here is a twin ceramic heater by Holmes, or you can use any heater for the room. So I think this is a 1500 watt unit with temperature controls and also thermostat. So if you set it to a low setting, when the room reaches a certain temperature, you'll have this light comes on which tells you that the temperature is too hot and it'll shut itself off. And if it gets too cold, it'll restart back up. So I do tend to use on the lowest setting, so this is the 500 watt and this is the 1500 watt on a maximum setting. Basically I just close the door, and this heater, I kid you not, is the best one. It warms the whole room in about 15 to 20 minutes. I don't really use it too often now since we got hardwood floors. I'm starting to believe now that when I used to have the carpet, it absorbs a lot of heat. So this one here, don't have to run the heater all the time. Usually this heater is probably on 15 minutes a day every 4 or 5 hours. So I put it on once a couple of hours just to warm up the room. And basically the tanks are kept, the whole room is kept around 82 degrees Fahrenheit. And during nighttime I shut it off, so that way I allow the coolness to come in, since tarantulas do have to have a sense of time. So usually I keep it around 82 degrees Fahrenheit during the day, and I drop it down to at least 75 to 76 at night. So keep in mind, I do live in Canada, so temperatures get in winter at least minus 15 to 20 degrees Celsius, so that's pretty cold. Now for the lighting issues, I really don't like to light up the teas. I usually keep it dark. As you are aware, here is direct sunlight, so teas really do not like sunlight and it's really dangerous for them. So I tend to keep my teas well away from the light source, from the direct sunlight. Usually I use those these lights here, the energy savers. They're pretty good for teas. I just put them away from them and they're happy. They don't really like light, they prefer dark spaces, that way I could see them more active during the nighttime and during the day. And that's all you really need. They're really very easy to take care of. Most species are comfortable at room temperature. So basically, if you're comfortable with the temperatures, so was the tea. Yeah, so there's a lot of teas there. I hope this video clarifies. So I do hope you enjoyed this video. And thanks for watching.